My favorite food in the world is my abuelita's empanadas. I love waking up in the morning and biting the empanada and then realizing it, oh my god, it's way too hot and I burned my tongue. So I'm going to show you guys how my abuelita makes her famous empanadas. So we're going to start out with the ají components, which is like the mild sauce that goes alongside with the empanada with a little bit of spice. And these are the eggs and the rice that will accompany the meat that is cooking in the actual empanada itself. So here are all the different components of the empanada and the ají sauce. And then my abuelita puts it all in a blender. She puts the meat in the blender and then she puts it into a broth over the oven and lets that cook for a bit. This is a recipe for Colombian empanadas, specifically Colombian empanadas in the style that my abuelita makes them. Different countries all across Latin America all have different recipes for empanadas. Everyone has an opinion on which one is better. Everyone always thinks that the empanadas that their abuelitas makes are better. So this is not the end-all only type of empanada that there is. This is just the type my abuelita makes.
Bueno,
Y ahora se mezcla.
más huevo.
Se le echa el huevo.
Está todo ahí.
Ajá. Es el huevo. Ese huevo ya está cocinado.
Claro, mami. Un poquito del caldo porque está muy seco. Yo creo que no hay necesidad de más arroz. Voy a echarle más caldito. Caldito más de la carne, del caldo de la carne. Combine bien con el arroz. ¿Lo ve muy arrozudo usted? ¿Muy carnudo o está bueno de arroz?
Yo creo que es un buen balance de carne y arroz. So now that the empanada elements are all mixed together, now it's time for the ají sauce. So that is the peppers from pepper, vinegar, salt, a lot of salt, and cilantro. My abuela puts in a lot of salt, makes sure that it's salty and spicy, and mixes it all together. Vinagre.
La sal,
Se mezcla.
La sal.
La sal, ya es mucha sal. Y ya.
Ya.
Este es el picante. That is it, the completed ají sauce ready to go. So now it's time to make the actual dough of the empanada. And my abuelita uses cornstarch to make a corn-based dough, essentially like a tortilla, that the empanada meat and rice that we just saw made earlier will be put inside of, wrapped and fried and served with the ají that my abuelita just made. So right now she is getting the cornstarch ready to be empanada dough. And she just does it by hand until it's the right consistency. My abuelita is very, very, very strict about cleanliness in the kitchen. She always makes sure that anyone who touches the dough, touches the food, you wash your hands with soap. And then after washing your hands with soap, you wash your hands with a lemon. She always has a cut lemon or lime to get the soap off your hands, to make sure that you don't get soap in the food. So she's big on sanitation. She uses, this is just a makeshift bag of plastic with a bottle to roll out the empanada. What will be tortillas essentially, but they're not tortillas. The empanada dough, she flattens it out and then takes a scoop of the finished rice and beef and puts a little scoop inside. You can measure the different sizes that you want your scoop to be. You can make mini empanadas or you can make big ones. It depends. You can make a lot of empanadas or just a couple big ones from the same amount of dough and beef and rice mix. And so she uses, this is just a lid to get a nice, easy cutout shape of the empanada. See right there, no pinching or folding necessary. Well, she did fold it, but no pinching necessary. And so then she gets everything ready to fry it up, makes some more empanadas, puts more of them in the little bag, gets them all ready to fry. And those are the unfried empanadas, so they're not ready to eat yet. Though the actual meat and stuff inside is cooked beforehand and separately. You drop them in and you watch them fry. And once they're golden brown and toasty, you have abuelita's empanadas. And so here are some of the empanadas that are finished. This is what they look like. Then you put them in a strainer to make sure that you get all the oil out so that the empanadas aren't greasy. And now they are ready to go. So you put the ají, my abuela just put it in like a Trader Joe's thing, but it's homemade, as you saw. You put the ají on the plate, you get ready to eat. See, look how pretty it is. Oh, amazing. I hope you enjoy my abuelita's empanadas as much as I do. Though, let's be honest, no matter how closely you follow the recipe, they won't taste quite like hers unless you are also an abuelita because, I don't know, things cooked by abuelitas just have a special touch of magic, I guess. There's nothing you can really do to emulate it, but you can make some good empanadas, so I hope you enjoy them.